Hey, kid, we're gonna say some stuff, and your parents will be real upset with us if they hear you repeating it, so scram. Get out. All right, on with the program.
What up, gang? It is Sketch. We are back, and with good news. You can now access our Discord by joining the Patreon as a free member. Also, I would like to apologize for this arc coming out a little bit later than I initially promised. I caught a nasty cold during my vacation, which delayed me pretty significantly. But now it is here. And I know, you just lost your favorite flower, and you're wondering, can plant rot spread to humans? Humans? The rot. Avoid the rot. The rot. Can you join to avoid? In reality, yo, I'm Sketch, your master of fate, and I ask that you do not call me by my mortal name. You have not earned the right. Among other characters, I play Beam, the Jarnathan of our group. He's just a little guy doing an honest job, a real trailblazer. Simon?
I'm Roberts, and I play Simon the Human. Yeah. He's just a normal human guy who does boring stuff. Unlike me. But, you know, that's the fun of fantasy, like imagining something really quaint and normal and boring.
He's a graphic designer in class.
Yeah.
And a cartoonist by hobby. Yeah, Ghosty.
Hi, I'm Ghosty Hosty, and I play Clint Redacted. Earn a blood-sucking intern who will do about anything to sate the hunger of his employer overlords so that one day he too may tower above all. Recently, however, some pesky, annoying force has begun to threaten Clint's plans. Could it be friendship?
Perhaps. Or empathy.
No, never.
Okay, Kevin?
I didn't prepare for this at all. I play Crab-led iteration NOS 482 or NOS 482. It would be the way that you're supposed to say it. And I am currently transporting a corpse of myself.
Elaborate.
We will get into that later.
Ew, we're getting into the corpse later? Bro.
Yeah, we're digging in it for sure.
I'm going to throw both crab lads in the grave.
Yeah, you just rip off that claw, you dig inside, get that good crab meat.
You never heard of a turducken? Just a crab grabbing.
Aaron, introduce yourself.
I'm Aaron. I play Wick, the lunar lizard. Wick is angry. He can punch stuff a bit, for those of you that don't know. And he's got a very long journey ahead of him, and he's not going to handle it well.
Yeah, he's going through it right now.
Yeah. He ain't happy. He hates trains.
Cassie.
Okay. I'm Cassie, and I play Meredith, a top cat. And a top cat is just a ferret, but really big. And Meredith is a tinkerer, a thief, mostly keeps to herself, but then also wonders why she's lonely.
Sounds about right.
You can't keep to yourself and then wonder, why don't I have friends? You chose this.
You can't attack me like that. You can't do it.
I also meant me. That's like, oh no, I'm putting too much of myself into the character again. Dang it.
Yeah. It's like, why should I dress up? I never go anywhere.
Right? Ugh.
All right. So, after averting a crisis preventing Marcus the Mushroom from destroying the inner city with the ever-warm tree, our dutiful employees were left to deal with the consequences of the battle that took place. Wick was unable to say goodbye to Ramsey as his brother made quick escape with his boyfriend, now wanted for terrorism. Meredith was approached by a curious gentleman asking questions about their trip to Agatha, but she ain't no snitch. Robert regained control of his own body, leaving Charles half the man he used to be, with the assistance of Clint, who showed a rare moment of empathy before taking a meeting with his superior about a very important task which now seems to be all he can think about. But most important of all, Crab Lad 69 passed away, and a new lad took their place, Iteration 4A2, aka Nos 4A2. The curious thing is, upon death, a Crab Lad's body is supposed to disintegrate into nothing. However, 69 remains solid, leaving 4A2 with no choice but to retrieve the carcass and seal it within their mech. The crew is headed to Crabadice City where the sand is gleaming, the crabs are plenty, taking the train out of town, yeah. Ways.
I was not prepared.
I was so American of you.
That was so out of nowhere.
I think someone prepared it.
Yeah.
No, it was off the dome for sure.
The crab dome.
The crab dome. Anyways, you had all day to pack some stuff before going on this 2-week trip to Crabadice. How did you prepare and what did you pack? Let's start with Robert.
All right, Robert, as always, he packed pretty lightly, bringing his book of pressed leaves, which now had a little orange leaf. You know, as awkward as the interaction had been, still, acquaintances were made with Charles, the orange. And yeah, he also still has the 2 life force vials that were given to him by Clint in a surprise moment of not asking for money in return. Not even later on. No debt. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, you two still owe Clint for other things.
Just wait till you find the IOU in your pocket.
Yeah, or you maybe drink it and like it's just tomato juice.
Honestly, I'm just holding on to them for Clint, really, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, Robert keeps them in his little backpack, wrapped in small little case, like that's made out of packing material. It's not a professional case, but just wrapping them to keep them safe. And obviously, he also brought some outfits for the occasion, but we'll probably get into that later.
Okay, Kevin, you did not pack anything. I don't know why I asked.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I got the corpse of my former self. I think that's all I need for this trip.
Hey, what are you packing there? My dead body. My dead body.
I mean, it is possible that the crab heard, oh, we're going? Okay, sick. And packed a bunch of shit while nobody was looking.
Packed a bag for just to carry new shiny things in.
Okay, Meredith, what did you pack?
Meredith didn't pack a lot of clothes 'cause she didn't really have need for that. But she did pack a small steamer trunk full of books. Mostly academic books. She wants to research, improve her skills, learn new tinkering techniques, that kind of thing. She wants to spend her time studying and expanding her newfound life force animate abilities. And then also hidden under the layer of academic books is some trashy romance novels that she will never tell anyone that she has.
Wick, what you packing, big boy?
Wick packed. So his what? I didn't realize how you said that.
And then I saw Cassie's face because I thought the same thing, but I was just not going to react.
So Wick packed, is the clothes that he needs, the gambling suit and the funeral clothing. Among other things, he packed his MP3. Well, what would it be, an MP3 player in this? Well, what music devices? I guess his smartphone. But is there like a dedicated one?
No, you probably just have a phone with like a Spotify equivalent.
Ah, right.
If anybody wants to think of a clever name, go for it.
I can't think of it. Music Me? No, that's garbage.
That's just Musically with an M-E instead of an L-Y.
I didn't know that was already a thing.
Yeah, it's what TikTok used to be called.
Oh, good grief. That's an improvement then, isn't it? Okay, what about sound? Brain sound. Sound brains?
Sound waves? Is that what you're looking for? What are you trying to say?
Sound brains. I like sound brains.
Yeah, like it goes into your brains through your ears.
I mean, it's probably, the app, if it's popular, it's probably funded by the employers. So it probably carries subliminal messaging that goes into the brains. So that's why sound brains.
Oh, that's dark.
Yeah, and of course Wick listens to all of the radio shows that are full of conspiracy theories and like anti-employer agenda. But even those radio shows contain subliminal messaging for the employers and are actually like...
Even those are made by the employers.
Yeah.
It's actually Clint.
It's just Clint's side hustle.
So what would be the pirate radio station then?
The pirate radio station?
Yeah, because in the real world, there are pirate radio stations that are not like...
I don't know, 1, 2, 3, yarg.
I just don't know what the question means. What do you mean pirate radio station?
It's an unlicensed...
Like an unlicensed illicit broadcaster.
Yeah.
No.
Being like, oh, I'm against the man. Oh, you can't tell me not to broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course, no one listens to the radio anymore, so
Yeah, I guess it's a bit of an old
no one
thing
really
now.
knows about that anymore.
My dad does.
Wow, she just called your dad and no one.
Well,
Could we name a pirate radio station? Because I think Wick might be into it.
1, 2, 3, yarg.
Okay, yeah, if that's what you want to use, yeah. So Wick packed a 1, 2, 3 yar t-shirt, which probably is also like a pirated t-shirt. Like it's not officially sold by the pirate radio
It
station.
doesn't fit him at all.
Tarzan, I imagine it's just like a real janky homemade screen print.
I think on the tag of the shirt, it's got to actually say employer manufactured.
Oh, it's in really fine print, so no one knows.
Yeah, no, the shirt is homemade
Oh,
because they ironed on the 1, 2, 3 yarg onto a employer product. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can't escape them. They're gonna follow you no matter where you go.
No, so the employer made thing is just crossed out.
But it's so finely crossed out.
Yeah, just a line because they have to do it fast,
Other things that Wick has bought a lot of Choc-it. He's really into Choc-it now. Well, he has been for a while, but I think to some degree the events of the last episode improved his drinking frequency for Choc-it. So he's getting there.
Okay.
Wait, I'm forgetting what Choc-it is. Is that the milk? Like chocolate milk? It's a chocolate milk?
Yeah, it's a chocolate milk.
Yeah, it is 90% chocolate and 10% maybe milk.
He's just like sad in the middle of the night and he's just like drinking chocolate milk. And he's like, another day, another dollar.
Is it a canned or boxed or bagged kind of chalky milk?
I think it's in like a carton.
With a little straw fixed to the side of the package.
Well, yes, like the little Capri Sun.
If it's on the side of a carton, it has to have missing person things on it. And for sure, it's always like a young lizard boy.
Oh, wait. Except instead of missing people, right? It's people that the employers have made go missing as a warning to everybody else.
That's definitely the implication.
Instead of missing, it just says erase.
No, actually, it says missing, and I'm sure you're all missing your friend. Menacing.
That's evil. I hate the employers even more now.
How's it possible?
Yeah, they're chill.
I just had a moment of confusion though, because like I've been listening to Adventures in Steeplechase, and they just did like they also have their knockoff chocolate drink, except they just call theirs Choc-a. So it's like Choc-it.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Wait, huh?
I think our name is better.
Yeah, I think it's
Such
much
a
better.
McElroy's.
Oh,
And then the third brand, the only one that's actually not made by employers, but not even Wick will drink it because it's so nasty tasting. Choc-or.
Choc-or.
Yeah, Choc-or.
Ugh.
Do I had Aaron say it so fancy? Choc-or.
I just wanted it to be a bit
Hardcore
better
Choc-or.
than it isn't.
Better than it isn't?
Yeah, better than it's not good.
Okay, yeah.
I was just trying to...
I think he's mixing it up with Sacre Bleu.
The other thing that Wick made sure to pack was racing stuff, because he's going to be bored. And
How much have you packed, bro?
bored, like,
A lot.
not much, really. He's packed... He already has a smartphone and a pair of headphones. He packed, I don't know, a bottle of Choc-it. And now he's got some little cones to mark the racetrack he's going to run, apparently.
just inside his sleeper car.
No, he's going big this time. He's gonna go through all of the carts.
Yeah, that sounds like something he'll be allowed to do for sure.
Oh well, there's a problem there, isn't there? He's gonna have to do some explaining.
Yeah, I guess so. So Beam is with you, I believe?
Yeah, but he didn't pack him because he thought that might be abusive.
Beam has packed extra Choc-it, which he cannot drink, but he likes to pretend. He's also packed some books about Lucent City and like its development in the recent years. And he has packed a one of Wick's old stuffed animals that for some reason he still kept in an old box.
Ooh, what have you decided what the animal is?
No, Wick can decide.
Oh, jeez, I guess I have to know what animals do not exist in Circle. A zebra?
Sure, why not? Those don't exist in real life, so we can take them.
Okay.
A zebra, what a fantastical name for a weird fictional creature.
Yeah.
Probably.
Anyway, I haven't submitted the formal application for my character in this game we're playing to bring something with me on the train, but Mr. DM, can I bring something?
Yeah, of course. Nobody said what they were going to bring, I think. Maybe Cassie did.
Oh, for once me saying it and not Simon?
Clint has a very important businessman-looking big metal briefcase. Probably just paperwork and clothes, but could be anything. Could be stuff full of cash.
Could be nothing. Could be as small as suitcase.
Yeah. We'll say it's got, I don't know if there's fingerprints on employers or interns, but we'll say it's got like some kind of technology where it's biometric scanned something. Maybe his eyes.
It scans your weird eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit. All right, I guess we should get into the train.
All aboard.
Yeah. So before we start all your individual adventures, I would like you to add a cart to the train. Just to flesh it out a bit, I'll start so you have a little bit of time to think, as per usual. So there's a cart towards the back of the train that has a massive skylight. More or less the entire ceiling is made from glass, and the inside is a botanical garden of sorts with all kinds of exotic flora, as well as a few wooden benches for passengers to take in the sun.
That's beautiful.
Anybody want to go?
Okay. So there's a whole lot of food cart.
Oh, good shit.
It's designed to be very cyberpunky, right? So it's got these smoke machines to give that kind of fog. It's deliberately dimly lit. It's like a street shop, street food market thingy sort of thing. Like you've got some of those stalls that you'd sit on. It's high up, so you kind of have to reach up to pay your thing and then take your food or whatever you're getting. It's basically designed to look like it's outside.
That's sick. Also, I thought you were going to say it's kind of like a street shark kind of thing.
Oh, there are rats. They went the extra mile to make it look like it's outside. So there are rats and there's a huge puddle.
Sounds great. Sounds really good. And it's cobblestone floors.
Yes.
God.
Cobblestone.
Dude, what is this? This is trash chic. Yo, Aaron, I have a question. Do you think that whole lot of foods would ever have like a drink bar?
Probably.
Okay. Can I just add in, not as my own thing, but if you are willing for this to happen, could there be a Choc-it bar?
Definitely %. I mean, I didn't mention it, but I assumed that everyone knew it would be there because everyone loves Choc-it.
Yeah, I was picking up what you were putting down.
Yeah.
You know?
No, totally. I get it, man.
Yeah, I got
Totally.
you.
Yeah, it has addicting chemicals in it.
Oh, so in that case, Wick thinks he's developing an addiction. He doesn't realize that it's actually just like naturally has chemical addictives.
Mm. He's trying to get addicted on purpose?
No, he doesn't want to drink anything else right now.
He thinks it's like a personal failing that he's getting addicted, not the design of the product itself.
I wonder how lizards do with dairy in general.
Not sure.
Mm-hmm. Let's Google, can crocodiles drink milk?
I'm actually curious.
I feel like they can.
Well, it's only 10% milk.
They eat cows sometimes.
Cows aren't full of milk, though.
What? But that's where the milk comes from, Cassie.
No, I don't want to know if they feed their children milk. I want to know if I can feed a crocodile milk, you stupid Google. Can I feed my crocodile milk?
One thing I found says reptiles cannot digest milk, but like some baby reptiles can occasionally benefit from drinking milk.
Well, Wick's kind of a baby.
This is true.
Anybody got a cart?
What if I have two ideas and I can't pick? Should I just combine them even if it doesn't make sense?
Or just like maybe say both, and why not add an extra cart? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, 2 carts.
Hell yeah.
Okay, the one thing would just be like a little library cart that features just, some of Circle's most popular literature. Yeah, there's nothing really out of the ordinary there. It's like all the books are, you can tell, it's used. It's not usually restocked much. But it does also come with some newspapers, which a lot of people don't care for. On the train ride, people are like, whatever, might as well pick up a newspaper instead of just reading the news on my phone. And the other cart is a pool cart. The cart is full of water and you have to walk up the stairs to be able to use it. So yeah, basically probably
an
not
open
the
cart?
safest or smartest thing, but
Is it an open cart or a closed cart?
it's a closed cart. Similar to the botanical garden, it has a glass ceiling. It can get covered up by like shutters.
I have 2 questions about your pool cart.
Yeah.
Question number 1, is it located at least 30 minutes of a walk away through different carts from the whole lot of food cart? And 2, is there breathing space between the ceiling and the top of the water?
Yeah, but it's pretty narrow. You can basically have your head poke out and then the ceiling is kind of up there.
It's fucking horrifying.
Wow.
It's like that fucking movie where they get trapped in the pool and the fucking plastic's on top or whatever the hell.
It's not very well designed, but it's like
Clearly.
done that way for the safety precautions, because if the train has to put on the brakes, the water can't just go everywhere.
The
So
amount of
that's why they
force
keep
that
the
becomes
ceiling
applied
low.
to one side of the cart all of a sudden, it's going to gradually increase, and everyone in that pool will be like, if you've ever been to a water park and the tsunami simulation thing, like, get swept up against the side. Floats and rubber duckies and abandoned diapers and all. Those are both great ideas.
Do the rats travel into the pool is basically what Ghosty was asking, I think.
That's
Right, I didn't answer that. Yeah, I think it's one cart removed from the whole lot of food.
okay.
That is not far
That's
enough.
not good. That's not good.
Rats travel.
Well, yeah, they're on a train. Duh.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that.
Kevin, you got
What did the
something?
rats pack?
Not
Disease.
at all.
What did the rats pack? Sinatra.
Oh, that's clever.
Thanks.
I don't get it. I'm too dumb.
Sinatra was in a group called the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I've only heard of Wolfpack.
No, that's a different guy. So isn't he Wolf Peck?
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. I'm just going to wing it because I have no idea. But I reckon that if this is a pretty big train and it's
Yeah.
intended to be like, a week long kind of travel or a couple days.
2 weeks currently. Yeah.
2 weeks. Okay. So definitely I'd like there to be, I don't care how this works, but I just want there to be a big difference between the accommodations for the elite class, the VIP members on board, and pretty much everyone else. That's all. I think everyone else should just have, like, you ever see those, like, oh shoot, what are they, like in Japan, you just stuff yourself into a tiny little compartment.
Mhm.
to sleep.
The little hotel things.
Yeah, it's capsule sleeping for most people, and everyone's alarms are going off at all times of the night, and you can't really get any sleep, and there's shuffling, and you can hear someone whisper a fart through the wall. But for the elites, they have just entire quarters of a cabin to themselves, sectioned off into nice little private places with full-size bed and walking room and a furnished room with a nice big window. Yeah.
Just turning this
Cool.
into Snowpiercer now.
So I have a question then.
Every train is Snowpiercer.
So, like, us as the team, we have special accommodation then? We don't have the lowest or anywhere near the highest?
You do not have the lowest, no. You have your own cabins.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, and you can thank the employers for that too, Wick.
We owe them so much.
I think it's mostly because Clint is on your team that you are in the higher ranks, because there's no way Clint would be in the lower ranks and all of you get treated equally as a group. You're all like seated in the same general area.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Only the best for my friends.
Kevin, Cassie, you're left.
No.
Okay. I got one though. I want there to be, for some inexplicable reason, a pottery studio.
Let's put it next to the pool.
Because, like, they're like, that's where they're getting all the water. But, yeah, the thought was like, well, they want to have activities and things for the passengers to do on such a long journey. And yeah, why not have a pottery studio? Because having a kiln in this tiny little space, that's definitely not dangerous at all.
The engine room?
Trains
throw-
usually have kilns, so that's fine. That's
Well,
where all the coal goes.
Well, it's different when it's like in an engine car, I guess, and not like a passenger car, kind of. But yeah, definitely Definitely the throwing wheels are totally stable and not wobbly at all because we're on a moving vehicle. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. As long as the acceleration should be the same.
It's basically like in Dragon Ball Z where they have those high gravity chambers or whatever, so they get like super good at it.
I'm
It's
also
just like they're really good at pottery when they get back.
I'm also just imagining it's very rare that anyone actually gets to take a piece with them because unless you like get in there the first day and make your piece, you just don't have the time to throw a piece and let it dry and then fire it and then glaze it and then fire it again. So it's like, why did they choose this and not, oh, here's like a basket weaving, just an activity to do? No, they wanted pottery. It's a hassle. It's a mess.
It's beautiful.
And that's what I want.
Good shit.
In real life, I want pottery studio, but
That's not related at all, I'm sure.
no.
No.
Kevin, it's time. It's time.
It's not time. I don't want time.
It's time to
I
do-
don't want it to be
do-
time.
A rival pottery studio. We want a rival pottery studio within the same train.
You can do something Crabadice related. It
Yeah.
goes both places.
And what about like grilled cheese cart and it's arts and crafts?
All right. Something totally redundant. A fucking gambling cart. So you can get your fill of gambling while you're on your way to go do gambling.
Oh yeah,
You just test it out to make sure you actually enjoy it.
Even better.
No, it's just to get you hooked before you even get there. Like in this one, you don't lose any money, but you do get addicted.
It's called the practice gambling cart, but you're still spending real money to practice.
Do you also have to pay to enter?
It's a club.
So
since
it's a cart on a train. You have to pay to enter. Where is it located on the train? Is it on the way to the food place? If you want to eat anything, you have to pay to get through the cart.
It's in between like the lower class carts and the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Wait, how close is the toiletries to the pool? Like the toilet place to the pool?
I should say, I think that makes it more interesting. The pool
The
has
plumbing
like
of this.
you can like if you
This train is taking way too much water.
When someone flushes,
like
the pool goes down a foot.
Man, I can't believe I was worried you guys would like make something that would be practical for yourself.
Have you played a game with us before?
Sometimes you're sneaky.
But yeah, the pool cart basically is like hollowed out in the middle, so if you don't want to use the pool, you can just walk directly through. So it's kind of like in the aquariums when you go under like the glass dome and you can see the fish swimming above you. You can just see the passengers that are using the pool above you. For this
Yike.
reason, and the narrow
Yike.
glass ceiling, basically no one uses the pool.
Wait, what's below the pool? The bathrooms?
No, like a way through the cart. If you don't want to use the pool,
why
you
did
just
you do-
walk underneath the pool.
It's like the walkway through.
If you had to swim, that'd be so funny.
No, he turned it into Shark Tunnel.
There's just like a built out of inner tube rope ladder across the pool. You can try to cross it or something. You had to give us an underpass, man.
No, I wanted to just go to the bathroom. Instead, I have to finish a double dare challenge. Come on.
Is Beam waterproof?
I mean, I would say Robert isn't, so.
Yeah, Beam is waterproof. He's better than Robert.
Wait, how are you not waterproof? You're a plant.
Is just the dome waterproof to keep? Because obviously you need water,
Honestly, that's fair.
but just
you-
it's.
Would you say that plants are usually waterproof, Ghosty?
Well, I'm worried right now that if he needs his sustenance, because you need water to do something to the soil around the roots or whatnot, and then sunlight, right? It's two things. So you can get sunlight through the glass dome, but how do you get the water in there if as a robot?
You just pour it through the holes.
The part keeping the soil, obviously, that is waterproof, but the actual tack of the robot body, I would say, it's like modern phones. It's waterproof up to a certain distance for a certain time, but if it's submerged too long or goes too deep underwater, it damages him.
Yeah, it can withstand 60 pounds of water pressure or whatever. You know, while we're talking about Robert, I know it's a tangent and I'm sorry, but you know how pots have like holes on the bottom of them?
Yeah.
So does Robert's chases have just holes?
I have not thought
plumbing.
about that.
I doubt it, because he just explained that the rest of the robot's not waterproof and there's more stuff in there, so if it just fucking runs through.
See, I imagined it was more like one of those closed terrariums where you put in enough moisture, seal it off, and then it turns into its own little ecosystem. The humidity stays inside.
That's fair. That's probably makes more sense, yeah. I've never... I don't think I've shown him water himself.
I love this train so much, by the way. Thank you, guys.
We're thinking too hard about the realism of this plant robot.
It's very realistic. I was just thinking about how his fucking dome gets covered by condensation. It would make no difference for him, but it'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start the thing. You guys are in the train. Very exciting stuff. We're going to start with Meredith because I think Meredith's storyline contains the most people.
By that you mean all of the people?
Yeah, so by that you could like later adapt to the other people, you know? Like the people will know, like at this time I was doing this with Meredith or whatever the fuck. So how does Meredith react to this train initially? How does she get settled in her little cubby? Does she decorate it at all that kind of stuff?
She doesn't decorate. It's not really something that kind of occurred to her to want to do. Just me and my books. I'm good. I don't need to look at posters or postcards, whatever. I don't know. She just settles in with her big old trunk of books. And that's that. She's very utilitarian.
All right. So how long does Meredith just hibernate with her books before she decides she should do something else?
I think maybe the first couple of days. I know initially I thought like maybe the first week, that's half the trip. I'm like, no. She spends maybe the first couple of days or like researching and studying and that sort of thing. But then eventually she does kind of get a little bored, a little stir crazy, a little just wonder what everyone else is up to, you know, especially having a lot of time to herself to think. She's still thinking about the other train they were literally just on and still feeling just sitting and stewing in her thoughts of betrayal from, you know, one of her only friends. And just maybe I need to talk to the team. I don't know them that well, and I mean, I don't know.
No, it seems like it's become a thing, you know? You're going to be stuck with these guys, apparently.
Yeah, well, she's just, I'm going to have to keep working with them, and falling through the ground last time, and I was by myself. That was really bad. I would like to maybe be able to rely on them a bit more, or, you know, I don't know. They don't talk to me, so why would I talk to them? I don't know. They probably don't want to talk to me. Whatever. So no, she wanders off to maybe go make some awkward small talk with the first party member she comes across.
Let's roll a dice and see who that is. But first, I just wanted to say that Benjamin has texted you a few more times. He texted you just generally, like he did, just asking again if you want to talk about it more. He maybe thinks you're being like a little bit immature, But after that, he left you alone.
Immature. I almost died. Immature. There were bombs.
Did you answer him, or are you just thinking that?
Oh, she leaves him on red. She is not talking back.
So she
yet.
says all that out loud to someone? Like she just reads a text and just turns to a stranger on the train?
Or maybe she's not talking to a stranger. If she's in her own bunk, just like, excuse me, no. Puts that phone back down. No.
Yeah, so he thinks you're being a bit immature, and after that, you don't hear from him for a day or two. And then you just randomly get a funny video that it just seems like he sent to everybody.
Oh, cool. That makes me feel real special. Mass text. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, you definitely thought of me and didn't just send it to everyone in your fucking contact list.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not even funny.
How do we know? What's the video?
What's the video?
Yeah.
It's video of one of his bosses face planting into the water in fucking Riverview. Yeah, he just like walks right off the dock while not paying attention. And then, he's a bird, so he's like struggling. He's like in the water, fucking flapping around.
That's not funny. It's just mean. No, birds that aren't supposed to be wet shouldn't be wet. No.
Yeah. And the video's titled, "This guy sucks, don't worry."
Okay, so if I'm rolling to see who I talk to first, how's that going to work?
Let's say we have 4 people.
Beam?
So let's do Aaron is 1.
Do I have it?
Ghosty is 2. Kevin is 3. Simon is 4. 5 is Beam.
Thank you.
And 6 is Charles.
Well, I have a D4. I could just do that instead.
Oh, yeah, do a D4, yeah, sure.
Those exist.
Who was 2, Kevin or Ghosty?
Ghosty's 2. Kevin is 3. You are 4.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Under your chair. Oh, no. I can't reach it. What have I done? I got it. I don't roll the chair. Ah! Don't hurt me. Okay. I'm sorry.
Try that again.
Try again.
And this is some bad practice for Crabadice City, gotta say.
Okay, roll a 2.
Dude, that's Clint. You're running into Clint.
Ooh, this will be a good one to start with.
How would you like us to bump into each other? If you're like just leaving your accommodation for the first time or something?
Yeah, no. Dude, it's too hot to crochet. Get out of here.
Maybe you should be fresh out of the the laboratories and I'm fresh out of the pool. That would be great. Yeah.
I kind of had an idea for this one, actually.
Okay.
So Meredith has her big trunk of books that she brought with her. And, she's got these short little ferret arms. And she is struggling to pick up the whole trunk and put it back up in the storage, the overhead storage. So she decides that, damn it, she's going to have to ask someone to help her. And she's probably going to have to ask somebody with weirdly long arms who can possibly move this trunk. So it's a very humbling moment for Meredith when she realizes that she might actually have to go ask Clint for a favor. And for the favor to be, can you please help me lift my trunk?
Ask. Show up and ask.
Well, where does she find Clint? She goes looking for him. Where does she find him?
Just try his room. I think we'd all know where each other's rooms are, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very close.
Okay, so she very timidly, almost imperceptibly knocks on the door.
The door opens? Like, when you knock it, just like...
Well, you would think the elite carts wouldn't be so squeaky. They think they'd be better maintained.
He has an oil remover for sure. He just likes to make his doors squeaky. So he knows.
Oil remover.
Yeah.
He just sucks it up with his teeth.
Oh, no.
That's what he does. That's canon now. Do you enter?
She kind of sticks her head in a little and...
It's kind of dark, but it's daylight out, presumably. So
Yeah.
the curtains have been drawn. Yes, there are curtains. Skirts. And you
That makes
think
sense.
that you can see on the side of kind of behind where the curtain is, near the window, you think you could see maybe a hanging form behind the curtain.
Well, that's very unsettling. She just kind of says his name a little bit louder again, still quiet enough that, well, maybe he can't hear me, because you know the reality is she doesn't actually want to have to ask him for help. So just kind of, hey, Clint. Oh, I guess you're busy. Okay, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, what's up? He's behind you and taps you on the shoulder.
Jesus Christ.
He is wearing only a towel, but he also has his briefcase, and it is cuffed to his wrist. He's soaked. He's totally soaked. The towel's yellow with brown circle patterns on it.
It's just dripping.
Very inconspicuous.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably trunks under the towel, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, it's like SpongeBob textured.
Thanks. Didn't have to point it out.
Oh, sorry. No, if you're busy, no, that's okay.
I see you found my diversion. I'm proud of that one. Yeah, I set that up first thing. What can I do for you, Mer'bear?
Well,
From the diversion, you just hear, if you could let me down, I'm getting really dizzy, man.
And Clint shuts the door slams it closed. And you haven't put your suitcases away yet? Well, I can get that for you, Mer'bear. And he just barges in the opposite side of the hallway where your doorway is still your door is ajar.
so I don't even have to ask or mention what's going on. You just assume.
Yeah. Well, you're just so tiny, you know.
Well,
I figured that you need this help. You know what? This time I won't even charge you. I'm in good spirits. Oh, it's been a long time since I had a dunk. Did you know that if you look down through the floor of that pool in the pool cart, you can see some shit?
I did not. I haven't been to the pool. But dang it.
Have not been in the pool yet, but thank you.
Cool. Don't need to ask you for help then. So
Yeah.
bye.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Bye.
Meanwhile, Clint is just like dripping all over your floor.
And he just kind of whistles his way down a corridor. Doesn't go into his room. You still probably hear a little from his room. And yeah, he just leaves like a trail of long, kind of sinewy tracks in his wake. Not wearing... This is the first time anyone would have seen his feet. It's got claws.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He's very pallid. Doesn't look healthy, his skin, you know? Like, it's almost translucent. Yeah.
And he put the trunk of books just way too high. Just like absurdly high up.
Yeah.
And that's not quite as much of a problem because it's, well, yeah, Meredith can kind of climb up there. Yeah, she's on the one hand very happy that she didn't actually have to voice out loud, Clint, can you help me?
He heard it in your thoughts.
But on the other hand, she's also just very confused concerned, just completely befuddled at everything that just happened, and kind of was just, I'm just not going to think about that. I don't want to think about what I just saw. I pretend I do not see it.
He has a very nice butt.
It's wrapped in a towel, so she doesn't see it.
As he walks away, the towel drops.
No!
I mean, there's shorts, there's trunks underneath, but he's got a dumpy.
He's got a dumpy. He's so lanky and long, but he's got a fat ass.
Normally the pants just compress it down, you know.
Strange proportions. You say he wears Spanx?
No, just like a pantsuit.
That compresses butt down like Spanx.
Exactly.
All right, what's next
I
for
don't
Meredith?
know. Oh my goodness gracious. All right.
Do you want to roll again to see who she is?
Yeah, why not? That would be Robert.
All right.
So what's Robert up to?
Robert, for what he's doing on the train, he also was studying. He had that old map of Circle that was marked by Atlas that Wick found and gave to him. And then he got that AGATHA to Common dictionary from Clint ages ago at this point, it feels. But he basically just, bought a modern map of Circle that he put up in his cart and tried to, just compare and contrast the old map to a modern one. So he's just in his cart doing that.
Okay, so Meredith would also just find him in his own cart. Okay.
He could be getting some sun in the botanical garden. That is something he would need.
Yeah.
That's true. So yeah, let's switch up the scene a bit. So yeah, Robert was just taking a break from, studying his maps and was hanging out in the botanical garden to catch some sun rays.
Okay, cool. I'm also going to say I think Meredith maybe takes another day off to study before venturing back out after that weird-ass encounter. That was very off-putting, so she's, maybe I don't want to make friends.
Oh,
Maybe I don't want to make friends with these people. They're weird.
so antisocial.
Yeah. And after that, like Clint, like the small boundary he had set up for you after you like had just rejected his friendship so many times are now gone. So he's just like giving you little waves every now and then.
He doesn't wave at people so much as he just... Have you ever seen someone who's really bad at smiling well? Right?
Yes.
Like when they mean it? Okay. So Clint can put on like a business smile, like a grin, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind where it doesn't meet the eyes.
Yeah, he tries to do a friendly smile, and it doesn't work. It's like the opposite. It's very bad and unsuccessful, and looks like not a grimace, but like kind of baring his teeth, And remember, there are kind of these
he's at the dentist.
Yeah, there are kind of these thin, curious little teeth between some of them that maybe none of you have seen in action enough, but
I feel like it's a second grader yearbook photo smile. Of just like, okay, smile.
So wait, are you running into the greenhouse to say hi to Robert?
Yeah, I'm on my way to the little botanical garden there.
Okay.
I think when Meredith does see Clint doing his weird trying to smile, she also just does like the nod of acknowledgement. When you pass someone, you just kind of nod your head up a little bit, just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not stopping to say hi, but just, I acknowledge you. Okay, moving on.
The nod. Yeah.
The nod of acknowledgement. Okay.
All right, so in the botanical garden, Robert is just kind of sitting there. His screen appears to be off. You can't see a facial expression on it, and just sitting quietly, unmoving, with just the sunlight streaming in through the ceiling glass windows.
Oh, well, that's very peaceful.
Yeah, it's absurdly hot in there.
Well, it is a greenhouse.
Yeah, for Robert, it wouldn't matter, but for you.
Yeah. I start kind of needing a fan all of a sudden. Meredith walks in and just immediately is hit by like the wave of sunroom heat. Just, whoa. Okay, it's humid. Oof, okay. And walks over to where Robert's sitting and is a little unsure. I don't think she's ever seen him with his screen off or in kind of a chill out mode. So she kind of takes a little look around like, oh shit, it's off, but I think she just very tentatively reaches out a claw and kind of tap on the glass dome like, hey, Robert, tap.
And Robert's screen just goes full bright, like a boot up sequence almost.
Light in here.
Just like that. And then you can kind of see his screen cycle through a variety of facial expressions before he turns to look at Meredith and is, oh, Meredith, hi.
Hey, hi, man, what's up? Sorry, I thought maybe there was like something wrong with your screen or something.
No, just, collecting sunlight for both the plant and, collecting solar energy for powering my robot suit. And he just kind of knocks at the chassis and gives a little knock.
Oh.
Did you need something?
No, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt if you're kind of like in like chill out mode or whatever.
The systems say I'm 95% charged, so that should be good.
Really need that extra 5%.
Nah, it's good.
Nah, I'm not gonna need it. Dun, dun, dun.
No,
Sketch takes a note.
No, I just kind of wanted to come say hi. I just wanted to see what you're up to. How's it going with Robert?
No, I've just been studying some maps. You remember Wick gave me that map that he found, the one that Atlas himself had marked of Circle, and I've been trying to compare that to, just a modern map of Circle. There are some differences. I'm trying to figure out what they mean, really, or what significance they might hold, but yeah, that's what I've been up to. How
That's
about
pretty
yourself?
Cool. No, I've actually also been studying.
Yeah, what?
I'm just trying to, any opportunity to get better at my tinkering and maybe figure out some new, just some new ways to animate some of the little like automatons and, yeah. That's what I've been doing.
I probably should also try to, I've had, my seed gun, and I've tried to get it to sprout in, our adversaries as comfortable as it makes me, but it would be really useful, but I just struggle to get the seeds to react quickly enough.
Well, I mean, I could always take a look at it.
Maybe.
I don't know how unfamiliar the mechanisms might be, but I'm sure there's something in my personal library, I guess, that I could help improve it for you.
Sure, if you're willing to try.
Sure, yeah, no, it seems like, well, you said you wanted the seeds to germinate faster, right?
Yeah.
Well, my first thought is maybe they're just not getting enough heat. So what I think I could do is add an internal heat coil to help boost that germination for those seeds, and that might help with your seed gun.
And as she's saying that, Robert's eyes just get bigger and bigger. He just looks very excited about it. and then he just like, yeah, that seems good. Just trying to contain his excitement a bit.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to help. I mean, we've been working together for a while, and it seems like we're going to continue working together. So I thought I'd just try to, I don't know. Let me look at your seed gun. I'll fix up your seed gun, okay?
And he just grabs it from his backpack and hands it to her right away. Sooner than she would expect it to be given. And I'm assuming she seems probably startled.
Yeah. But yeah, no, she uses her improved tinkering skills and improved empathy. That was the skill that I chose to upgrade this time.
Good stuff.
Right? See, it's all coming together.
All connected.
Yeah, Meredith obviously is awkward at conversation when she's trying in earnest and not being a little sass monster. But she... takes the seed gun and adds just like a small internal heating element to get the seeds to germinate faster. And so Robert can have that upgrade to his seed gun that he wanted.
Good stuff. That sounds believable to me. So. Cool.
Because that's how seeds actually work.
That's cool. I know very little about seeds.
Should I flip a coin to see who would talk to next?
Yeah, let's get through the gang.
Right, I was like, it's taking a long time just for me. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. The worst case, we'll just stop in the middle and continue another time. It's not a big deal.
You are laying the foundation of the very timing of events themselves.
Okay, Kevin or Aaron, call heads or tails.
Heads.
Tails.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome, Ghost.
I'm gonna say that's tails.
Ooh. Interesting.
All right,
All right.
so it's with Clint.
Again, no. Okay, at least I feel like talking to Crab Lad will be a bit more brief.
Yeah, this is a person you've basically never met.
And isn't Crab Lad still contained within that orb and kind of unreachable, unknowable?
Yeah, it's okay. I've already got this planned.
Yeah. So 482 is in there alive, and then 69 is dead in there. So you could talk to either or.
And where is this crab carrying ore being stored?
Please be in the pool.
No.
It's just floating.
Like painted like a beach ball. Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I imagine it's in a cabin that is completely dark. There's nothing in there. There's just this orb, which is still blinking because it hasn't gotten to its location yet. It's just blinking. Beep, beep, beep.
Very ominous.
Yeah. And as you walk in, Beam's there as well.
even more ominous.
That's a little unexpected.
Yeah. And Beam's also going. Meep, 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 meep.
I love it.
Well, I think, yeah, kind of sidetracked from trying to maybe go. I had the thought it was going to be more like, you know, when people like talk to loved ones who are maybe unconscious in a coma and they're just talking at them and it's still comforting. Okay, well, now we're sidetracked by Beam being in there. Hey, Beam, what you doing?
Communicating.
Are you actually communicating? Is Crabad actually telling you something, or is it just the beeps?
He's saying beep.
I see. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that information with me.
You are welcome.
Beam, do you mind if I have a moment? Like,
Yes?
not with you in here.
Where will I be?
You can go anywhere you want, buddy. I don't... I'm still processing what happened to Crablad 69. And it's a little awkward when you're in here.
Oh, I understand. This is complicated.
It sure is.
Yes. I will go back to Wick. He is very sad.
Well, why'd you leave him alone? If he's sad, come on. He's your friend,
very
right?
sad all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, teens are like that sometimes, I guess.
Yes.
So can I talk to Crab Lad?
He's already walking out. He's gone.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Beam.
Yeah.
beeps his way down the hallway.
Yeah. Beep. Beep. So yeah, Meredith, once again, even though, okay, well, it would have been more awkward trying to be vulnerable with Beam standing there beeping. She still is very uncomfortable and thrown off guard. Just kind of stands there, kind of shuffling her feet. Crablad, I don't know if you can hear me in there. The new one. But look, I don't know what's going on, but I promise we're gonna figure it out, okay? I'm really sorry about the other you. Look, I don't understand it, and, well, I hope I get to meet you soon, okay? And then she just turns and leaves. That's all she can handle.
During that whole exchange, the steady beeping just stopped for a second and then returned.
Yeah, so as to not interrupt her, show a little bit of respect. Yo, Sketch here for a very brief midroll. First of all, like I mentioned at the top of this episode, you can now join our Patreon as a free member and gain access to our Discord. All you have to do is become a patron and the post with the link will become available to you. We never wanted our Discord to be this exclusive paid thing, it was just a means to prevent bots from showing up. So once I found out about Patreon having a free member section, I figured I'd open it up. So please, join our Patreon and then join our Discord because we would love to have you. Second and final thing. For this ARC's wrap-up episode, we wanted to try something different. So instead of recording it right after the ARC finished recording, we are waiting till after all the episodes have been released. And that means we have the opportunity to have a Q&A at the end of the wrap-up. And what we need from you are some questions to answer. There are a few different ways to submit questions, and they are all equally valid. First of all, you can join the Discord and post in the section marked questions. You can also email us at avoidpodofficial@gmail.com. AVOIDPOD official. We will also accept questions submitted in the YouTube comments if I feel like I can't easily answer them in text form like I usually do. Okay, that's it. Since this is our first one, feel free to ask us anything about the show or just us in general, not just things specific to the current arc. However, there is one rule. No would you rather questions. We will not be answering them. All right. I return you to Avoid in Reality. All right,
Yeah.
It's time to face the Wick.
Well, Meredith already knows that she's going to find him at the Choc-it bar. So she saddles on up and takes a seat on the seat next to him at the bar. Doesn't order any Choc-it though. She can't digest that.
Mm-hmm.
Has Beam found him? Has Beam joined him?
Yeah, he's there.
Hey, Beam.
Hello.
Hey, Wick.
Wick,
Buddy.
He Meredith, you scared me. Oh, welcome to the Choc-it bar.
Just in a chocolatey daze.
Throws a can of Choc-it away. The rats will take that. They've been collecting cans. It's weird. I don't like it. I hate trains. Anyway, how are you?
You know, I'm doing okay, Wick, but maybe you need to take it easy on the Choc-it?
I've had like 10. How long have we been on the train now? It feels like forever. I'm not handling this well, Merediff. I don't like trains. Not after that last one we were on when it blew up and I nearly died.
That was pretty traumatic. It was definitely a choice for the employers to immediately put us back on another train, but...
Do you think they planned it? Is this one gonna... I like this train. I don't want this one to blow up as well.
Oh, no, it's okay, Wick. There's no terrorists on this train, okay?
There was like a detective on the last one, and he turned out to be a terrorist. Anyone could be a terrorist now.
Well, I promise I haven't seen any detectives either, so I think we're okay.
Your brother could be a terrorist.
Oh no.
That's kind of in bad taste, pal.
I'm just stating fact.
I don't like facts anymore. I don't like trains. I don't like facts. I don't like terrorists. Good grief. Everything used to be so cool, and now look where we are. I'm getting messed up on Choc-it.
Does this mean Wick thought terrorists were cool before?
Kind of in an edgy way. They got to fight for something, and they're actually doing it.
And now the reality is hitting. Oh.
It's finding out that Santa Claus isn't real.
Finding out the terrorists are bad. Finding out that Santa's not real.
Yeah, he kind of thought terrorists were more like rebels. If there's
Wick, buddy, terrorist right in the name there. I don't know what to tell you.
if there's a Star Wars equivalent,
right?
He'd consider terrorists to be like the Rebel Alliance.
Thought they were, yeah. And they're not. Well, Wick, maybe we should get away from the Choc-it bar and maybe we can just get your mind off it for a while. What's going on? What's up? Let's sober you up from your chocolatey days.
Hey, is the Choc-it machine, is it like a legit bar? Like there's a bartender, or is it like a cup refill kind of thing? Like you can put the cup in and
Can I answer this? Because I made it.
Yes.
Okay. It's tended to by an Edenite that is cacao, whatever.
Oh, cool.
Beans?
That's a little horrifying. Yeah.
Cacao bean plant or whatever. Yeah. And it serves you. It's a very large chassis. It serves you from a port in itself.
Oh.
Oh.
In reality, that sounds horrifying, but I think Wick wouldn't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
Wick is going to try and drag the Edenite guy along.
Oh no, but he needs to stay.
This.
He needs to stay there.
Hey, buddy, I work here. Conrad Cacao ain't going nowhere.
But I just want, if I go back to I finished all of the Choc-it that I brought with me. If I don't have anything, I'm going to be worse off than I am now.
But it's not my problem.
Yes, it is, and I need to take you.
Wick, if he stays here, you can come back to get more. Is that okay? You don't need to, it's okay. You don't need to take him with you.
Brother, either you take your hands off me right now, or I'm calling security.
Okay, Wick relents and he gives like a I'll be back kind of stare.
Beam mimics Wick.
Yeah, Meredith decides the best course of action is just to gently guide Wick back to his bunk, put him to bed, and we'll sleep it off. Does Wick go along with that?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you've had enough. Let's just sleep it off. You'll feel better if you get some sleep. I promise you'll feel better.
I need a story. I don't like trains. I don't like this. I need a story.
Once upon a time, there was a train.
Thank you, Bean.
Not you.
Oh,
Can you even make a story? You don't have an imagination.
Generating story. Once upon a time, there was a train, and it was going, and you were on it.
And then the train arrived safely at its destination.
Right
The
before
end.
it exploded.
The end. All of the passengers arrived safely. Their chosen destination, and there were no terrorists or bombs. The end. Good night.
They arrived in pieces.
I'm sorry, what?
I need you guys to clear up the canon. What's the real story?
Well,
Beam. What was that? Beam.
Sometimes Beam talks in a different voice. You remember when we was in that cave?
also,
You know how you had to like do brain surgery on the robot, and there was like a second robot in the same robot?
I unfortunately remember that. Totally remember that.
It's weird. This one time, this one time the night when I realized I was really into Choc-it, Beam was looking at the stars and he said some really crazy stuff. He was like, Clint was with the terrorists or something. He planned it. The things are weird.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, like the whole train thing. It was like Clint was in on it. I don't remember now. I've drunk so much
Wait.
Choc-it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Beam, go.
Did you
tell,
Wick, did you tell anyone else about this?
No, I literally just remembered this. Oh man, it was weird. Beam was talking in his other voice, and he said something like, Clint was in on the terrorist thing on the train. But Beam, become Beamer again.
Beam is sleeping. He's like,
where's this conversation taking place?
Wick's cabin? No?
yeah.
I say Beam. Beam, I know you're awake, you're a robot. You don't sleep like that. I know you hear me.
I think it's like a learned behavior, like he learned it from me.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense in a weird way. Look, you said, okay, Beam uses a weird voice and calls himself Beamer.
Yeah, like there was, because we had to delete the other one, right? Something like that. I don't know, you're techno. Wait, you can, does Wick know about Meredith's animate spell thing? Is it possible she could animate for Beamer to, show up?
Well, that's more taking something she constructs and like giving it like emotion, like, oh, I built a little thing and it rolls, like that kind of thing.
Right, okay.
Yeah, she
That would
could
have
make
to
a
be
new
more
guy.
like-
I don't know if she could move one guy to another guy.
Yeah. Wick, look, if Beam starts talking like that again, will you just come and let me know?
Yeah, sure. He does it kind of like randomly. I don't know if there's a specific trigger to it. Wick picks up Beam and starts shaking him violently.
I don't think that's gonna do it. I think we could just put him down, Wick.
Okay.
Just put him down. It's okay. God, honestly, you're probably not gonna remember this conversation by the time you wake up. Good God, that Choc-it. Just, Wick, just promise me, will you come let me know if Beam starts talking weird again, okay? That's really concerning.
Yeah, but you're like really, like against who, right?
There's a fucking Voldemort in this show?
The patrons of the city, the E word. You're like 100% against them, right? I can trust you.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely against the fucking employers, man, okay?
Oh, I didn't know we could just say it on their train.
Yeah.
Okay, like, this stays between us two.
What are they gonna do? Fire me?
Can they? Could they fire me?
He hopefully asked.
Okay, like, this stays between us because, like, Clint obviously can't know because he's crazy and stuff.
I don't want him to know anything about this yet.
Okay.
You good to sleep off that Choc-it, bud?
Yes, wink.
I mean it. If I go back to the Choc-it train car and I find you there, I'm not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I realize as I'm saying that I have no way of giving you consequences, but I'm sure.
I'm gonna stab you.
Oh, I might.
Okay, fine, jeez. You know, the Choc-it guy's probably on break now anyway, so like, what am I going to do? Steal it? No?
I mean, well, no, you know what? You know what? That's okay. We don't need any Choc-it. I don't need to steal anything. That's not something I need to do.
Wait a second. Can any of us, like, even if we don't know, if our characters aren't in the room, can we use an aspect for a person?
Yeah.
Because I could steal it.
Is grabby kleptopause, does that mean wants to steal or just can steal?
It makes her want to steal you.
Oh. I'd like to invoke the aspect.
Because
Grabby kleptopause.
Oh.
Because I think I've used that once before when I was trying to steal and I like used it as a way to make sure that I absolutely was able to.
Yeah.
Right. When I stole Clint's tie.
What?
Yeah, they can be used positively and negatively.
Mm-hmm.
How could you bring that up? I thought we were over this. Also, I just want to say, I think that if someone gets quote unquote drunk off of Choc-it, it should just be chunk. That way it's Choc-it chunk.
Oh no. Wick's looking pretty chunky.
So Meredith could steal something from Wick, right?
Yeah.
So I think you should. Wick is like
Absolutely.
falling asleep now. It's prime stealing time.
Wait, did you say steal from him or steal for him?
From.
Because I was gonna steal some for him from the car and be like, "Here you go, pal. Shh, keep it on the down low." Just to kind of also as just a show of faith of, look, I'm on your side. Don't worry about it. Like, I think that's kind of what she does. He's sleeping it off. Meredith goes to an honest. She actually need to steal her. She can just like, hey, can I have one Choc-it, please? Okay, thank you. I stole it.
Yeah, you can just buy it if you want.
No, it's an employer-run train, isn't it?
Yeah.
So of course she steals it. She steals like 3.
Yeah. Conrad doesn't really care.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Whatever. Yeah, she.
He's just like, hey man, whatever keeps that guy out of the cart.
Yeah, I am so sorry about him. I'm gonna try to.
Now, you have no
I'm
idea.
gonna try-
He's been here like for what's it been like 7, 8?
I
8
know.
days?
I'm gonna try to keep an eye on him. Okay, I promise. I'm sorry.
All right.
He's a kid. He doesn't know. Okay.
He looked pretty big kid.
He's a baby. I promise. He's a little baby boy.
All right.
And then, like, Beam, what is Beam next to him then?
Right.
900 years old.
Wait, you can't just.
Anyway, no. Okay, so Meredith takes 3 Choc-it and just kind of puts it. What are like the cabin, like the sleeping cabins, like set up? Is there like a shelf or like a table or something? She can just set it on the table,
Yeah.
right where he'll see it once he wakes up, and just like a little note, like just from M, shh, and then just leaves him to sleep it off.
Sorry, I was just going to say the sleeping cabins have everything you would ever want. That's all I was going to say. Remember, they're like for the top 0.00001%.
So they're very just lush and elaborate and okay.
She restocks the mini fridge with the chocolate.
I stock the mini fridge.
It's not a mini fridge. It's a full-size fridge.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, you just said it could have anything we wanted.
Yeah, but anything that you want, it exists, but bigger and more expensive. And
Bigger
lavish.
and better.
Yeah.
All right. Meredith sticks the Choc-it in the fridge, little note so Wick knows that it's from her, and leaves him to sleep off the chunk.
Your classic Meredith, I ain't no narc kind of move.
I love that I'm just like simultaneous being like, dude, you've had enough, and then restocking you for
You
later.
need some hair of the dog.
It's very apparent who's no dinner for you. I snuck a pizza slice.
Oh, that's so endearing.
That's great.
Oh,
Okay. I'm sorry that took so long for Meredith to have a scene with literally everyone. Why did I choose this? I'm so sorry.
No, it was great. So to finish off Meredith's thing, next morning, there's still a couple days till the train arrives. But the next morning, you hear what sounds like, what you can only imagine is Beam and Wick sword fighting in their cabin.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, they're having a blast, though. They're laughing and stuff. Having a great time.
Well, if there's laughing, then okay, then I don't need to go and check on them. It's when it starts yelling, that's when I need to go check on the kids. Okay, they're fine. Definitely a mom move. I'm just like, no, they're laughing. They're fine. I don't need to check on them.
Oh, down by the beach, I watched you in the pod race. When you smiled, I just wanted to say, will you still be my friend by the time we reach the next stop? 'Cause this track keeps going, and I don't wanna get off. In the summer, on your train to Crabadice City. In the summer, we're gonna gamble and have fun. There's a pool here, and a bunch of sentient crustaceans. Wish I could stay there and get in all kinds of crazy situations in Crabadice. I'm on the train to Crabadice City. In Crabadice, on the train to Crabadice City. I told myself I'd stay inside reading my books. But curiosity got the cat, and I had to take a look. A little bird should have told me he was a terrorist. Making new friends just rose to the top of my bucket list. In the summer, on the train to Crabadice City. What the fuck, man? You should have told me there was a bomb. Drinking Choc-it, living life and kicking it in the sun. Helping co-workers with breaking a habit and fixing a gun. On my way to Crabadice, I'm on the train to Crabadice City. On my way to Crabadice, I'm on the train to Crabadice City. On my way to Crabadice, I'm on the train to Crabadice City. On my way to Crabadice, I'm on my way to Crabadice City.
I just want to do like a quick little thing that I forgot. I forgot to do Meredith's location.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. So when would you like to set that you spot
Good
this
night.
location, and we'll just edit it in?
Oh, shoot. When would it make sense to do that?
Well, right after you run into Clint, right? For sure.
Just in the hallway.
Yeah. So it's an awkward run-in in the hallway, and everyone's there. Well, not Crablad, obviously, but everybody else.
Running into everyone in the hallway would be pretty awkward.
So this is like happening directly after the Clint encounter with the briefcase? Like the bookcase? Or
Yeah, sure, why not?
oh, okay.
I don't have any issue with that.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about someone leaving a pizza slice for me. Just, I didn't ask. It's just there in the fridge. What? Oh, imagine. How good a life.
But what if there was like no name attached?
It reminds me of the fucking ninja thing. It's like sandwich, unasked for. After just clearing a bot lane or some shit.
I think you unfairly associate that meme to me. Just because of the number of times that I have expressed oh man, God, I'd love someone to just leave me some food, and you're just unasked for.
Oh, you say unasked for.
Oh,
I mean, that's a mood though. If someone would just give me food, what else could you want?
Exactly.
that's when he's talking about his wife, right?
Yeah, his braless
Oh.
wife.
Good grief.
Anyway, I hadn't thought of exactly where on the map I wanted to put it. I'm cool with wherever.
We should share the modern map then, right?
Yeah, I can share the modern map. Am I not?
Yeah, because I'm just thinking
Yeah, there we
where where's the train route from again?
It's from here to here. Here to here.
I am not seeing what
From 1 to 21.
Ah, okay. I'll just drop a picture in. I guess I can't do it in the lobby chat because I'm not in there. Yeah, but let's say off to the left somewhere around the 13 and 15, around that kind of area, or maybe wherever the blank space is. There's a big old mountain, and it kind of looks like a face, but in profile, on the ground. And the picture will load hopefully soon. Because it's kind of cool that I found one that kind of looks like what I was thinking of in my mind. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
So everyone kind of has their own stories about the origin of that mountain. Like a rabbit on the moon kind of thing. And obviously every different groups of people, or whatever you want to call them, people have different names for it. Yeah, so okay, for instance, the top cat, see that mountain in the distance, it looks like a face, and they call it the Giant's Brow Ridge. And their story about this mountain, oh right, because this mountain with nothing grows on it, and it's kind of sticking out of the middle of a small forested area, but the mountain itself is completely dead and bare. And so their story about it is that there was this is one of the last giants, and his wife died, and so he laid down and died of a broken heart, and that's where his body is, and that's why nothing grows there, and you can still see his face.
They must not have buried him very well.
Well, they didn't. He just laid down and died.
You can
Oh,
still
how
see his
sad.
face, and there's just sticking out of the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, and so each kind of faction of creatures or whatever kind of has their own little stories about it. Well, that's not how we said it. No, the mountain was formed when the giant smashed up the ground in anger when his wife died, and that's why nothing grows there, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Does anybody else have their faction's interpretation of this mountain?
I've got an idea. I've got an idea for what the lunar lizards might have kind of wanted to do with it. So the lunar lizards, they noticed it in some of their test flights. They saw it staring up at them, and the lunar lizards they had the idea that they should try to speak to it, and they wanted to basically say hi to it. So part of what they would do is when they'd get high enough in altitude, they'd wave to it.
Just waving to the mountain.
Yeah, they're
hello, mountain.
Good stuff.
There's a rumor circling the interns that it's a biggin graveyard.
I was hoping someone would kind of link it to the Biggins. That'd be kind of cool.
You can say something, by the way, Kevin, about what the crab lads think. You don't have to be there. Nah.
Kevin's role playing like so hard.
I'm
Really,
role playing a
really
sphere
well.
right now. Method acting.
Yeah.
He's doing so good.
Maybe the crab lads just don't care
Yeah,
about
see that was
at
kind
all.
of my thought process. It's like they're not really interested in folklore. It's either, fact or it's money, and that's all that they care about.
There used to be a rumor that there were shiny pebbles at the top, but one crab disproved it, and now they don't care about it.
Oh, what if it did actually have jewels for eyes or something, and the crab lads did take it?
Maybe, yeah.
It's not like a distinct exact face. It's just this rock formation kind of looks like a face.
I think the Edenites' take on it is that, it used to be a group of Edenites that would live there, it was a group of plants that lived there, and they just got destroyed by some terrible, natural disaster, and the Edenites just kind of used that as a cautionary tale why their way of life is better, to protect the plants in the robot bodies and preserve them that way, and keep them safe from extinction.
But on the map, there's a lush forest area right next to it, isn't there?
Yeah.
So those plants are probably, that's like the descendants of the plants. Maybe instead of extinction, just being stuck in place, not being able to walk the earth. Does that make more sense? Sorry to hijack. I just having fun looking at what all of the blops on the map are.
No, that makes sense.
The creed of Edenites? I don't remember. That, just they are more free by being able to roam or move around.
Yes, so honestly, I don't remember if that's something we discussed in the original Quiet Year session, but sure, let's do it differently. So it's not, the Edenites kind of, say it maybe used to be the cradle of their civilization. They say that place was where the very first Edenites felt. They just had to move from that location, and they wanted to see the rest of the world. And when let's say a famous Top Cat inventor that was very skilled with automatons came to just be alone and work on creating some new machines, came to be there, he eventually abandoned his machines, and the plants took over the machine, and thus the first Edenites were born, and they vowed to never return to that place, which is why it's barren, but the area around it is still lush.
Okay.
I do like the idea of, yes, this is where the Edenites got up and left. The plants decided to move. Now there's only dirt.
Yeah. That sounds so Disney or... Wait, what is it reminding me of? Oh, that one boss from Cuphead. I don't know, just the sunflower with the jazz in the background, just getting up out of the ground and walking, marching away.
Yeah. All right.
That's awesome.
Just one question, how are we tying this in? Is it just, okay, are we saying that Meredith sees this mountain range as they're passing, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right after meeting Clint, everybody runs into each other in the hallway, and you see this mountain as you're passing, and you just start talking about, one of you says oh, it's that mountain that is the thing, and then the other one goes, no, it's this.
Talking about that, that's the Giant's Brow Ridge.
Yeah.
No, that's a big
All
one.
right.
That's a big one under there. Or at maybe 2 or 3 or 4 big ones. All buried.
Well, honestly, that's probably where the Edenites came from. Originally, anyway. Before Overgrove.
That's a toilet water theory. It's for sure a big one graveyard. Look, I have it on good authority, okay? An intern that's just a little bit above me, just so you know. Well, let's retract that statement. A fellow intern who will soon be well below me said this in confidence that They passed by and saw a big toenail. Now, what would leave a big toenail? A bacon.
And Wick probably is just waving as he's passing the face.
Yeah, he's saying, "Hey, it's the friend. Hey."
Hello, dirt friend.
Yeah, that's the friend. My uncle, he's always Wick. If you go that way, keep an eye out for the friend. You won't miss him. He's a good guy.
Beam's also waving.